Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's SJ. There's not too much going on with the Raider Nation right now. We're pretty much just wrapping up our bye week. We're waiting for that November 2nd deadline to see if Cleve Farrell or someone else will get traded off this team. I'm really just hoping if we do trade somebody that we get some kind of decent value in return. But we're just going to have to wait and see how that whole situation plays out. Just Blog Baby put out their 2021 bold predictions for after the Las Vegas Raiders bye week. I thought it would be pretty cool to take a look at theirs and just kind of run through them, put my opinion out about that, and then just kind of give my own 4 bold predictions. And then I would love to hear your guys, so please hit me up in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think moving forward, what this team has. If your bold prediction is that we're going to end up taking a slump over these next 4 weeks, even if I don't agree with it, I still want to hear it. So hit me up either way. If you are new to the channel, if you think about subscribing, I really do appreciate that. It really does help me out. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into this. Number 1 on their list is Max Crosby wins Defensive Player of the Year. I'm not going to argue with this. This dude has been playing lights out so far. He leads the league right now in QB pressures and QB hits. And with the defensive line rotation that we do have, and Yannick playing on that opposite side who's continuing to draw double teams, Mad Max is going to continue to feast throughout the remainder of this season. I really love seeing this. Mad Max has flipped over a new leaf, and he is taking full advantage of the situation that's sitting in front of him right now. The dude has a motor that just will not stop. If he can keep up this style for the remainder of the season, I guarantee he will win Defensive Player of the Year. Let's move on over to the next one. Number 2 on their list, Dylan Stoner makes an impact on this team. Willie Snead asking for his release is pretty much what brought Dylan Stoner into this conversation. And at this point right now, he has not been activated from the practice squad, but it seems to kind of be the direction that we're heading in from everything I've been reading. If Stoner can step up and make an impact on this team, I will take that all damn day. I think he plays a very similar role to Hunter Renfrow. We're going to have to wait and see if Stoner does get activated to the roster, but I personally don't know about this one. I know I'm probably going to catch a little bit of hell about that. But hopefully I'm wrong and Stoner can come on and make an immediate impact onto this team if he does get activated. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3 on their list, Derek Carr continues to shine and finishes in the top 3 for the MVP race. It's funny to me how a quarterback that got zero respect coming into this season all of a sudden is being talked about in the MVP races, because all I heard all through last season and all through the offseason is how he cannot do it and he's not the guy. DC continues to play the way that he's been playing through these first 7 weeks of football, he should win the MVP because he's going to lead this team deep into the playoffs. His numbers, his decision making, just his style of play have been completely different, and he has elevated every other player on this team around him. But I like this prediction because at least they're finally putting some respect on this dude's name. Jumping into their final bold prediction, the Las Vegas Raiders will win their first playoff game since 2002. We have sole possession of the number 2 seed in the AFC right now. There is not a doubt in my mind that this team is going to make it to the playoffs. We have overcome so much this season, and yet we just continue to straight roll. We're going to end up hitting a few bumps in the road as we continue through this season, but there's no doubt that we end up making it. If you put a healthy Derek Carr into a playoff situation for his first time, he is going to crush someone. And I personally cannot wait to see that. So that was their top 4. Definitely head over to Just Blog Baby and check this article out. It really was a cool read and it wasn't that long. They have a few really good writers and I really like checking their page out. So hopefully they don't get pissed about me sharing their story. Jumping into my own 4 bold predictions after the bye week of the 2021 Raider season. Number 1, the Las Vegas Raiders play the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship to see who goes to the Super Bowl. We have had the cards completely stacked against us this season, everything from losing coaches to losing players, and this team has continued to thrive along the way. There is no doubt in my mind we are going to make a deep run into the playoffs. There are a lot of incredibly strong teams in the AFC right now, but I really think the Raiders find their way and we end up 1 game away from being in that Super Bowl spot. And we'll just have to wait to see what happens when that situation rolls itself around. Number 2, for my bold predictions, Derek Carr will be the NFL MVP at the end of this season. His offensive line is only going to get better and better the more that they play together. With Richie coming back, and if he could stay healthy by some small miracle, he's going to continue to carry this team on his back all the way to the show. Number 3 on my bold prediction list, Darren Waller, Henry Ruggs, and Hunter Renfrow all finished with over 1,000 yards this season. All 3 of those guys are on pace right now to be able to break that 1,000-yard mark, and with this offense moving forward being more pass-heavy, I really think we have a legitimate shot at all 3 of these dudes hitting it, and if there's any quarterback in the league that can make that happen, it is DC. By the end of this season, even all of his haters are going to have to admit that that dude is elite. For my final bold prediction, at the end of this season, Mike Mayock, Rich Bisaccia, this entire coaching staff, and that entire front office does not change at all. This entire group, minus some of the sub-coaches that get shuffled around every offseason, is going to remain intact, and this team is going to continue on into the 2022 year. You have seen this team completely unite underneath the resignation of Gruden. All these coaches have really come together. They seem to be working as one solid unit. The players have completely responded to it. And by the time we finish our playoff push, there's not going to be any person in the nation that wants to see this coaching staff or this team get picked apart. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. Be sure to hit me up in the comments section. Let me know your 4 bold predictions. But until next time, guys, I'm Joe Koo, and we will catch you on the next one.